What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of SeeBeardTry, another episode of tasting weird snacks or new snacks, new to us snacks with Jay. He's back with me on this one. We've got some spicy stuff that we've run across in the store and that we've never tried before. This is all new to us, like I said. And then for dessert, we've got an odd one. You know, you've seen about a million different videos out there of durian. We know that it's the stinky fruit. Yeah, it's it's hit or miss. Some people really like it. Some people say it's really gross. So we run across these durian wafer creams and thought we'd give them a try. You know, it's got on there product of Indonesia. Yeah, not been open, not tried those. And as you can see, we've got some spicy chips. We've got a couple of different artisan kettle cooked chips. These here are Diablo. They're just red hot chili pepper. And we've got, I think this one there's the habanero, right? Mm-hmm. And then we've got Cardi B's spicy vinegar. I can't do the tongue roll. Vinegar. Pork rinds and some Turbos Flamas twists. I really like the twisty chips. Seen those, thought we'd give them a try. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're going to get into some spicy chips, kind of do a little taste test, a little product review, you know, out of 10 rating, that kind of thing. Let you know if you need to go by your local Walmart or Ross and pick these items up. That's where we got the durian from, Ross. So we're going to set it to the side because that's going to be for dessert. We got some water here. It's just propping stuff up. We can set those over there. And we'll probably start with, I'm kind of thinking maybe go from the mildest to the spiciest. So I'm kind of thinking the pork rinds are going to be the mildest. Jay's not a huge pork rind fan, so he may not like these. But yeah, got old Cardi B down there on the package. Wrap snacks, 80 calories for a half-ounce serving. Of course, you know, no carbohydrates because they're pork rinds, 6 grams of fat, all that good stuff. And it's just spicy vinegar or vinegar. Open this up initially.
Nice.
I mean, they smell like spicy pork rinds. I don't smell a whole lot of vinegar.
Yeah, no, it's...
Grab you one out of there. Alright, big old pork rind. Let's give it a try.
It's not very spicy. I just don't like it because I don't like pork rinds.
I'm a big pork rind eater. Especially, you know, the majority of my diet is low carb. I eat crap for my videos, but all the other days that I'm not filming, I typically eat low carb unless we're doing like date night, something like that. So I eat a lot of pork rinds, and I really like it. It has next to no spice whatsoever.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all.
A lot of crunch, which is good. I love a good crunchy pork rind. As far as for spice, I'm going to give it a 0 out of 10. I get no spice, you know, whatsoever. I may kind of try to shake it up, try to see if I can't get one down from closer toward the bottom. That one's got a little bit more red on there.
Yeah, it's like a 1 or like a 0 in spice. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't tell me they were spicy, I wouldn't really know that they were spicy.
Right. I mean, you can taste almost like a little bit of like a chili pepper, kind of chili powder kind of flavor. I don't get a whole lot of vinegar flavor. You know, it's a good pork rind. Don't get me wrong. For what it is, it's a good pork rind. Great flavor. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 as far as just the pork rind flavor. 0 out of 10 on spice. So yeah, if you're a fan of pork rinds, it kind of reminds me like of almost a more savory barbecue pork rind. It's kind of the flavor profile I'm picking up.
Yeah. I think next, not hottest, would be
Probably the turbos.
Yeah.
I don't know much about these.
I have a feeling they're probably just gonna be like Takis, not very hot at all.
Yeah. I don't know who makes this. It's a Sabritas is the brand that it's got on top. Down there in the bottom corner, this is a Frito-Lay America company. So we shall see. I don't know. So this is made by Frito, kind of like a subsidiary of them, I'm assuming. All right. Turbos Flamas. You can see the twist. Got the chili and the lime on there. So yeah, I'm kind of with him. I think it's going to be like a Taki kind of situation.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be very bad at all.
Nah, not much smell of heat.
They smell kind of like Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not even the spicy Cheetos, just regular Cheetos.
That's what I was going to say. I don't even, like the fiery Cheetos or whatever. You don't really get much of that. So I'm going to get a couple of these because they're kind of smaller. Bright red. Let's give them a try. Got a good lime flavor. Very similar to a Taki.
Those are very good.
Got a little bit of back of the tongue heat.
See, but I feel like those are gonna be kind of like the more you eat, the spicier it gets. Right.
If you was to sit down and consume that whole bag, kind of like the Takis, it's one of those that just continue will build.
We didn't get any napkins, did we?
Yeah.
Do you need one? Do you need one for your fingers?
Yeah. We're in the new room, as y'all can see. Getting used to where everything's at. Some napkins here. I really like those. I think they were like $2.50 at Walmart. I don't remember how much the wrap snacks were, but around the same price.
Those are good.
I really like those. They got a really good sweet, or not really sweet. Well, I mean, I guess a little bit of sweet, like a sweet citrusy, along with the savory heat. So you get the bite of the pepper, and like I said, it's just a little bit, from the powder, kind of right there in the front, and then you get a little bit in the back of the tongue. The more you eat, it kind of builds up back there a little bit, but not hot in any fashion. I'd say, just eating a few, maybe a 2 out of 10 spice. I think if you was to, like I said, sit down and try to consume the whole bag, it'd probably build up on you. Probably closer to about a 5 out of 10 or so. But it's not going to be anything that, even if it builds up, is going to be, tremendously spicy. I don't even know if I'd say they're as spicy as Takis.
No, Takis are definitely spicier.
So, but I like them. I'd say 2 out of 10 on heat, and I'm going to say 8 out of 10 on flavor. Love the flavor of them.
Yeah, I'd say flavors an 8 out of 10, but heat for me probably like a 4.
A 4. Yeah, he's building his heat tolerance, but he's got a little bit, lower heat tolerance than I do. Or I say a little bit, quite a bit as far as mine. But he's a lot further along than what he was previously. He used to try to eat some hot things and wasn't able to handle much of anything. And he's kind of progressing into more spicy foods. Rinse my mouth out because that lime is so overpowering. I don't really want it to interfere with the next flavor. So we're going to go with the Diabla red hot chili pepper artisan style kettle cooked chips from Barcel. Let's see if we can figure out. It's a company of Grupo Bimbo. So I have no idea. BarcelUSA.com. I guess they're kind of their own thing. Made out of Texas, yeah. U.S. brand spicy chips.
I've got high hopes for these because I love kettle chips.
Oh yeah, me too. Kettle chips are one of my favorites.
So I'm hoping they're good.
Yeah. Smell good.
It smells familiar. Like, what is that?
It almost has that, kind of like almost homemade fried potato kind of smell.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then maybe with the spices and seasonings on there with it.
Yeah, like.
It smells kind of that oily fried potato kind of thing. Not in a bad way, like gross oily fried, but almost like that homemade, small batch kind of smell to them. So I'm gonna get a couple of those. A couple of the foldy type there.
I don't want that one. That's fine.
You can get you another one.
That one didn't have that much stuff on it. There we go.
That's got some vinegar flavor on it.
Not as much heat though as the twists.
Yeah, the twists were definitely spicier than these, but these do have that small batch, home cooked, very potato forward. It doesn't taste like a.
It doesn't taste like chemicals or
right.
Like it's factory made. It tastes.
I mean, it obviously probably is made in a factory, but the first ingredient, potatoes, and you really get that kind of almost like if you made potato chips at home. They're not an overly thick chip. A lot of good crunch. Love the vinegar flavor. Definitely not much spice. I agree with him. The Flamas were definitely hotter. So I put these at about a 0.5 on the heat scale because they do have that chili pepper taste. And again, if you sat down and ate the whole bag, it would probably build up on you.
See, spice for me on these is probably a 1 to a 2. But flavor-wise, those are like a 9.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Flavor-wise, so far, those have been the best. I'd say 9 out of 10 on flavor as well. I'm going to kind of put these in order here of spice. So we've got none, a little bit more. Flavor-wise, though, hands down, those are the best so far. Now,
Try these.
we're going to try the same brand, same company, same style chip, but in a habanero flavor. So hopefully these have a little bit more kick. They definitely have more of the pepper smell, like a real pepper smell. It's not a, a powder chemically pepper smell. It's a.
Ooh, I'm not a fan of that.
It smells like a habanero pepper. These are not bright red. Those are very innocent looking.
Yeah.
So, if they're super spicy, you could potentially play a prank on someone.
I was going to say, you could put those in a bag of
Lay's and
literally Lay's potato chips.
Nobody'd know. All right, we'll give it a try. Again, I love how this company uses the vinegar to season their chips. It doesn't have a whole lot of initial heat.
No, it's kind of more of a after kind of burn.
Mm-hmm. I feel it a little more in the throat. Not really even back of the tongue so much.
It's like not the best flavor-wise.
You don't like the flavor of it?
No.
I like the more vinegary flavors. I've got a couple of other flavors on the back here. Lime, chipotle, jalapeno, and fuego. Those were not in our local Walmart. It was just these two. I think that's where we got these. Walmart. Pretty sure. I'd have to confer with the missus because she was with me when I got these. I know for sure those come from Walmart. Those may have been like a Big Lots find.
No, I know the wrap snacks were from Walmart.
The wrap snacks were from Walmart?
Yeah, because they have other ones that aren't as spicy there. And then I don't know where these were.
Oh, they were Walmart.
Those were Walmart.
Yeah.
Then those were Walmart. Maybe these were what we found at a Big Lots. Or
These may have been a Big Lots or maybe a Dollar General or something like that. I like the flavor of
these
them.
were Big Lots. I remember. I'm pretty sure. Or was I? I don't know.
But I'm still going to say, again, just basing it off of initial heat. I think, you know, any of these three, if you was just to sit down and consume the whole bag, the heat would build on them.
I would say.
But I still think that the turbos are spicier initially. Even though these are a habanero based flavor, I think the turbos are initially hotter, and I think that they have the potential to build more heat if you was to consume more of them.
Plus, because this has a whole lot more in the bag than these,
as far as
you would be, as far as quantity.
This is an 8-ounce bag.
This is 10 ounce.
10 ounces. So yeah, you get a couple more ounces in there, you know, so that's a couple more ounces of, you know, potential heat build. So I definitely think that the Turbo Flamas are the spiciest of the four that we have up here. Again, not super spicy, but the spiciest initially of these four. But I gotta say, flavor-wise, I'm gonna go with this. I'd give this a 9 out of 10. This is right behind it, 8.5 out of 10.
See, for me, this one's probably like a 3 out of 10 flavor.
Oh, you didn't like that vinegary flavor?
I wasn't a fan.
I really like that.
And then these were like a 7 out of 10 flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I said earlier.
Yeah. All right. So that's the order of spice on those. I gotta say, initial reactions, I enjoyed all of them. He wasn't a big fan of the pork rinds, knew that going in. He's not the biggest fan of pork rinds, period, but I really enjoyed those. Definitely think these are top of the flavor of these particular four, and the turbos are the hottest. But again, not so hot that you can't handle it.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy a little bit of heat, if you like the twisty style, kind of similar to Takis kind of profile, I'd say give them a try. If you run across any of these, I highly recommend. None of them, I would say, are not worth trying or worth purchasing, or just so bad that I would never try them again. I'd definitely eat all four of these again. So, with that being said, it's time to move on to dessert. This one, I have no idea. I'm honestly a little bit nervous about it. Yeah, you got yours on you. Again, I've watched all kinds of travel vloggers, travel food review people, like Mickey Chan and gosh, I can't. Food Ranger.
I know Brave Wilderness.
Brave Wilderness. I know Rhett and Link. I think I said Mikey Chan. My bad. Brain ain't working. Oh my gosh, and I can't think of that other guy's name. He travels all over Thailand. My brain left me. It's not working with me this morning. But anyway, several YouTubers out there I've watched personally eat durian. And like I said, it's hit or miss. Some of them really like it. Some of them say it's the nastiest thing in the world. And all of them agree that the smell is horrendous. So I don't know what to expect from this. This is not pure durian fruit, obviously. It is a durian wafer cream. It's a durian cake thing. So, yeah, I don't know how bad this is going to be or how good it's going to be. I don't really know where to put my expectations. But we're going to cut it open here. They got it good and taped up.
Oh, they're individually wrapped.
Holy moly.
Oh, that is...
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not exaggerating with this, you guys. It smells like pure onions.
Oh, it smells worse than onions.
It smells like you know how you like cut an onion and then put it in the fridge for a few days and forget about it and go back to it? It smells like an old onion. But then if you get real down in there, in the nose, you get just a little bit of vanilla.
Could you imagine having to work in like the factories that make these?
Oh,
just
yeah.
the smell.
I imagine it's probably one of those things like anything else. You know, guys and gals that work at like city dumps and on the garbage trucks and, you know, doing plumbing and things like that. You get used to the smell of what you're around all the time. So I imagine it's the same as that. And I'm not saying that this is on the level of like human waste, but it does have an odor to it that if you're unfamiliar with it, really catches you off guard.
No.
So we're going to move the chips out of the way here. Each one of these are individually packaged. Feels like it's got two wafers in each one. So that's just the packaging.
And do you want to just open that one and I'll just get one out of there?
You think you just want to do the one?
Yeah. You
don't want to have two whole wafers to yourself?
If it's as bad as it smells, I don't want one whole wafer to myself.
Alright, so we're going to crack this actually open. Because the outside of the... That's crazy, because the outside of the plastic doesn't smell it. It's like it's contained to this unit.
It's just like in the inside of the tin.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Does it smell when you open it?
Yeah, when I opened it, you get the... Woo! Okay, so it's not two wafers.
Oh.
They're in little squares.
Oh.
So we got
looks like
six little squares.
Let me smell.
Wow.
Oh.
I think
it kind of...
I think my room here is going to be smelling like onions.
You know, it's strangely, once you smell more of the actual thing itself instead of just like the odor of it, kind of smells more like a mix between the onion and like a mango type thing.
Yeah, I pick up a little bit of a fruit. And that's why I said almost like a vanilla. Almost like the vanilla sugar wafers. I'm assuming, you know, obviously that's coming from the wafer product. But you get that smell even behind the smell of the durian itself.
Alright.
Let's
try. Oh,
give her a go. Alright, we each got one square here. Durian wafer cream. Cheers. Oh. You do get a slight bit of kind of that, rancid's not the right word, but like that high, kind of almost spoiled taste, but not all the way into the, bad. It's just got that high taste, like fermented or something like that. You get a little bit of that.
Fermented.
You get the wafer. The slightest bit of the kind of oniony flavor, I think, is just more because it's, you're kind of breathing in as you're eating it. So that's coming more from the nostrils and the smelling kind of, you're smelling it as you're eating it kind of deal. So your mind's kind of playing that trick on you. It's like an odd mix. It's a really odd mix of flavors.
Yeah.
It's not bad, so to speak.
Definitely had worse.
Right.
But I just feel like it's not really a type of fruit that should be made this way.
Yeah. It's almost more savory than it is sweet.
Yeah.
And the savory with the sweet wafer.
But it's not bad by any means.
Kind of creates a odd flavor profile, but no, you're right. It's not. It's not necessarily bad. I think if this is something that you grew up with, it would be delicious. One of your favorite things, probably. Because I like some stuff that a lot of people out there probably would think was the same way. Odd. But, for someone who's not used to it, someone who's not used to the smell, kind of like that high taste, like I say, it can kind of throw you off. But it's not the worst thing I've ever eaten by any means. So I'm gonna say, I don't know.
I'd give it a solid 6.5.
You're thinking 6.5?
Yeah.
I'm kind of like neutral ground with it, so I'm going to kind of say a 5 out of 10. Not because, I'm not going to go all the way into the bad category, but it's not anything that I just sit down and just eat. So I can't really bring it into the good category. So I'm just going to kind of play that middle road, kind of neutral. I would definitely say, as far as trying things, if you've never experienced it, if you can run across it, if you can find it, whatever, give it a try. It's worth trying. It's worth the experience. But this is not a product that I'd run out to my local store and stock up on in order to have durian snacks around the house all year long.
See, that's why I kind of gave it a 6.5, is because 7 felt like it was too high, but 6 kind of felt like it was too low,
Yeah.
So just
kind of like that middle road, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not horrible. But it's just odd enough for me to say, it's not something that I'd want to eat all the time. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know where we cut off at. Still getting used to the camera. It's got a 30-minute cutoff timer there. I didn't think we had been going 30 minutes, but maybe we had. But either way, so yeah, like I said, I'll see it in editing. Not sure where it cut off, but worth a try. 5 out of 10. He kind of went a little more generous. 6.5 out of 10. If you can find them, give them a try. But it's not anything, like I said, that I'd necessarily run out and recommend stocking up on and buying. It's the best thing ever or anything like that. Worth a try. But yeah, that's about it. So, like I said, these are middle of the road. I really enjoyed both of the artisan kettle cooked chips.
I'd say the best thing.
The Diablo
was the Diablo chip.
Was definitely the best thing. I agree, absolutely, 100%. Best thing out of the taste test today.
See, the Diablo chips are probably the only thing that I would go and
specifically look for.
For.
Yeah, that would definitely be all of these are worth a try, but this one would definitely be hey, we're out, let's go get some more kind of thing if we're wanting some of those kind of chips. All right. So yeah, this was another episode of SeeBeardTry. Taste testing with Jay. New to us and oddball, I guess, in a sense. You know, especially with this. These are pretty much standard. Just kind of a spicy snack taste test review, I guess we could call it, with a durian dessert twist. Something crazy like that. I don't know. But anyway, if you like this video, if you like this type of video, please be sure and give me a like down below. It really helps out my channel. You know, we're still continuing to grow a little bit here and there. Took a couple of weeks off a little while back, and you know, when you do that as a small channel, that typically, you know, kind of hurts you in the algorithm. So hopefully getting back in the schedule of uploading these every week, we can start getting back recognized in the algorithm and continue our growth. So all of you out there that are watching these, you know, if you like, share them, you know, that really helps to continue to grow the channel, and I would really appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed, consider doing that down below. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and again, helps out the channel. So, as always, SeeBeardTry, and we'll see you on the next one. Like my mom always said, can't, never could, do nothing. Try, done wonders.